Excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shit. 22 meter. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Tua. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Incomplete.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On 2nd down, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now Tua. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Able to find Shaheen here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4-yard gain.
So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield, try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, call it.
A lack of discipline defense. And now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
You must be getting tired.
Going on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
On the play.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. This is Sony Michel. They grew up a few miles north of here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Edelman.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Patriot first down.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gem him to 2nd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ready?
A shotgun snap for Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
24-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they will run it to Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Michelle going to try again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Dolphins nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Patriot first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Newton able to get this to his running back, White. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw again on second down. Newton. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 19 yards there on the pickup. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing again is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going deep here for Parker. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
Again, it's Michelle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
42-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Breida on the carry.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the 1st one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Dolphins 14. Patriots 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
And a Patriot first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the turnover, it's Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Number 22.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
Jason Sanders
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jerome Baker.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Big gap. He's checking. Crash.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Get wide. Right there. 54. Right there. Ready.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to an he goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for New England, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the